Che tra l'altro era super efebico, qua l'hanno fatto un buzzone proprio.
In ages long past, there was once a warrior who was both noble and brave beyond all measure. His deeds of heroism and skill in combat were legend. His name was whispered within the hallowed halls of men for countless generations. Yet now his name is lost. Lost in the mists of time forever.
Pizza.
It is said that destiny delights in the misfortunes of men, and so it proved true for Gabriel Belmont. For even after defeating the Lords of Shadow and ending their reign of terror, his soul was consumed by the very darkness that he sought to destroy. As that ancient prophecy foretold, whomsoever defeats the Lords of Shadow will sit upon their throne to rule as the Prince of Darkness.
Questo ovviamente super spoiler per chi non ha giocato il primo.
Fate had played its hand, and unknown to Gabriel, his beloved wife Marie conceived a son by him. The Brotherhood of Light warned her of that ancient prophecy and the terrible fate which lay before her husband. So, with heavy heart, she concealed her pregnancy. For it is written that only the blood of that lineage has the power to defeat the Prince of Darkness. Thus, when newly born, the child Trevor was hidden from his father.
Trevor.
Raised a holy warrior of the Brotherhood in secret, so that one day he would be ready to stand against his own blood, as foretold. That day would come, some 25 years later, for what had once been Gabriel Belmont was now a powerful vampire known as Dracula, the Dragon. The Brotherhood of Light fought against the onslaught of his dark armies, which laid waste to towns and villages across the land, but to little avail. Trevor was now fully grown to manhood, and the truth of his origin and destiny of the Belmont clan was finally revealed to him. So he set out to confront his father and end his family's shame forever.
Questa è la storia di tutti i Castlevania praticamente.
And was mortally wounded in the confrontation with his father.
Attenzione.
He was no match for Dracula's terrible power. Yet, as he lay dying, Trevor finally revealed his true identity. Dracula was driven mad with grief and rage over the revelation. He desperately sought to save his dying son by giving him his own lifeblood. But it was too late, or so he thought. Dracula buried his son within the walls of his great castle, and then swore bloody vengeance upon the world. Raising an army of creatures beholden only to him, he struck with fury and merciless cruelty at humanity. He vowed to hunt God's children for all eternity. But fate still had one last card to play. Dracula's blood had power, and that power now coursed through the veins of his dead son, slowly reviving him over many years, until one night he emerged once more into the world, not as a man, but as a creature like his father.
Quindi questo sarebbe il riassunto di Mirrors of Fate, Mirrors of Fate,
He was now a vampire like his father.
dice
He
Gabre.
swore that he would not be like him. He would take the name Alucard. He would be a force for good, opposing his father's capacity for evil. In that
Però non credo che sia canone questa storia.
swore to destroy Dracula. But fate had something else in mind.
Beh.
Meanwhile, Trevor's own son grew into a fearsome warrior with a reputation that far exceeded even that of his illustrious father. Simon Belmont knew little of his own lineage, nor his importance in the events to come. All he knew was that his mother had died at the hands of Dracula's minions when he was but an infant, and his father had been killed in single combat with Dracula. Found and raised by the people of White Mountains, Simon had but one purpose in life: to destroy Dracula for the
Sì, gioco canone rispetto agli altri Castlevania di Konami, mi sembra proprio.
the arts of war. Simon set off for Dracula's castle and a date with destiny. Once in the castle, Simon met Alucard, and knowing little of the true identity of his companion, joined forces with him. Blood bound them together, and fate took a hand once again, as finally they met their dreaded foe in mortal combat.
Mortal Kombat.
Simon defeated Dracula with his whip, and yet Alucard sensed that all was not as it should be. Dracula would return.
E questa era la storia della buonanotte di Castlevania. Molte centurie dopo, la tomba del vampiro. Un po' di affanno. Qua ci vuole un po' di sangue, un po' di drink. What is a man? Hangover, troppo sbalindesco. Peccato che mo parte con l'ambientazione moderna del merda. Ma... Ehi, c'è anche Natasha McElhone? Minchia, super cast i doppiatori.
An unusual hiding place for the Prince of Darkness.
Grande. Il capitano Picard.
Where have you been all this time?
And what of you? Why have you been hiding all this time? Gabriel.
Don't you dare call me that. Saint Dracul.
Più Eusont, no Iusont. No, ma ti senti in colpa a giocare a un gioco dove Dracula uccide e stupra? Beh, uccide, stupra, ancora ci devo arrivare. E non vedo l'ora. No, scherzo.
What do you want?
Che no è sempre no.
Friend.
Satan's acolytes are readying for his imminent return. Help me stop him. Or you and I will become his favorite pets. For all eternity.
Ah, quindi qua si sta ricordando di quando si è incontrato prima. Pizza, che è il corvo? Stuart Campbell. Non ti ricordi tutto il pippone su US Gamer? Onestamente no. Non per questo gioco, però tra Miami 2. Ah, la serenità. Sì, in effetti sembra un altro gioco adesso. Devo succhiare il sangue.
Help me, and I can free you of your immortality.
Sarebbe la fine del primo. Questo? Pizza, la musica comunque.
Please, God help you, sir.
Sangue? No.
Sir, have mercy.
Io sono Dracula, il principe della tenebra. Delle tenebre. Cabine telefoniche. Ehi là. Ehi là. Non ce lo vedo molto a combattere in sto stato. Questo? Chi è Guyver? Comunque qui verso le 2 di notte è pieno di conti Dracula così.
What are they on us? Who is this man? Is he sleeping?
I don't think so. Katie, come here.
Look, Daddy, the man's moving.
Stay away from me. Catherine, you come here! Now! Get here! You stay away from them!
Oh, mamma mia. Addirittura in prima persona. Pizza. Ah. Non sono più l'eroe.
It pleases me to see you recovered, old friend.
Indeed, old friend.
No! Relax. Our guest is just a little confused.
Che figo.
I know what he wants. You see before you the legendary vampire killer. Your old weapon, if you recall. The only weapon capable of ending your immortal life. You thought it destroyed. But you see, you can have the eternal rest you crave after all.
Pizzetto gli sta proprio male comunque. In effetti. Non è più Aragorn. È Aragorn con Pizzetto.
You must help me. Prevent Satan's return to the world.
Ecco il McGuffin.
I swear to you, I will deliver the fatal blow to your heart myself.
And I am sure you will fulfill that vow.
Since you sent Satan back to hell 1,000 years ago, his human offspring, or acolytes as they call themselves, have been dormant. I suppose that all of us, feared your wrath and great power. But not now. Now, even my bodyguard is more than a match for you. The acolytes know you are weak and are preparing for their father's return. Now they fear nothing.
Don't they fear the mighty Zobek?
Only you, in full possession of your powers, can defeat them. Follow me, please.
If you want to live. Comunque se c'è una cosa che...
We must find and destroy the acolytes before they can finalize their preparations for Satan's return. It won't be easy.
Pizza, che voglio fumare una sigaretta.
Men from the shadows. Not even I know with any degree of certainty who or where they are. They won't come out into the light unless we can force their hand.
Vampire Kiss.
The acolytes must never know who hunts them down. The element of surprise will give us the advantage. Until you are at full strength again.
And you don't know who they are or where they are.
Do you know that this city is built upon the foundations of your castle? The acolytes are focusing their attentions here for very good reason. Satan has specifically chosen this place for his return. He means to enslave you first, to humiliate you for what you did to him.
Let's get on with it.
Vai contro Satana.
The acolytes must plunge the world into chaos before Satan can be summoned. Their activities leave spectral traces, which are difficult but not impossible to follow. This is the headquarters of a powerful pharmaceutical corporation. I suspect that one of the acolytes is operating from there. The complex was sealed 2 months ago and is protected by magic. If I were to use my powers to see what is happening there, they would be able to trace it back to me within a matter of minutes. So, I will send you to the corporation via a portal. But we must be quick so as not to arouse suspicion. The longer the portal remains open, the more likely we will be discovered. Look for any sign of the acolyte.
Chissà cosa pensa Patrick Stewart quando dice ste puttanate in sala doppiaggio. Ah, invece è figa fino adesso sta trama. Per una volta non mi viene da skipparla violenta. Questa cosa di Dracula nel mondo moderno, secondo me, idealmente... è navigata. Quello era il portale comunque. Ehi là. È diventato Batman. Citazione al Terminator. Ehi là. This is your travel book. Ta ta ta. Niente meno open world.